Troy here, and today we're going to be doing a look at another game in my collection. This time up on the docket is Dragon Age Core Rulebook. Now this game is done by Green Ronin Games, and it was designed by one Chris Ramis. So this game, Dragon Age, originally was released in 3 box sets, and they spanned a large period of time. First box set was level 1 to 5, second box set was intermediary levels, and then third box set was high level play. I don't know how I feel. I didn't play the game at that time. I never got into it until after they released this big beautiful tome here. And one of the reasons I got into it was because I wanted to try the age system, which we'll look on the back here. It is the adventure game engine. So it's a 3D6 engine with a mechanism that is called stunts, but we'll get into that. So Dragon Age came first, and then after that they used that same system and made it so that it was settingless, and it became what became Fantasy Age, which is well known and loved by many. But this came first, and it deals with the setting of Thedas, which is known to many people that played the Dragon Age role-playing games for the PC or console. But we'll have a quick look at the table of contents here. And as you can see, the book is 438 pages when you include the appendices and such. We'll scan through character creation, of course. Playing the game focuses talents and specializations, weapons, gear, magic, advanced role-playing. Welcome to Thedas, where we get into the setting itself, and it breaks down all the major nations and groupings of people within the setting. And then we have a Game Master Guide, which takes in chapters 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, 13 as well, which covers adventuring, the secret lore, and also the rewards, which includes level advancement and such. And then finally we have 1, 2, 3 fully fleshed out adventures. So what you see here is a self-contained game. Everything for the players, the GM, and the bestiary all within one tome. So the system, as I was saying, uses the age system, which is a 3D6 system in which you have to have one die that is of a different color, and that die becomes the dragon die in this case. To do any type of challenge, you roll 3d6, trying to make a challenge rating number, with the average being like 12 would be a difficult or hard challenge, something worth rolling. And your goal is to roll doubles. So in this case, I probably wouldn't succeed at a challenge because I roll pretty low, even with adding my attributes and focuses. But as such, I have a pair, and whenever you roll pair on your 3d6, you get a number of stunt points, which is indicated on your dragon die. So let's just say I did succeed on this roll. I did acquire enough of a number to reach the challenge rating. I would earn 2 stunt points. And in this case, stunt points are a currency that you can use to do additional abilities. The game is very, very close to what you would experience as if you had played the role-playing games on the PC or console. Your characters have backgrounds, and here it is very, very extensive. It covers many of the human backgrounds in many of the human nations. It covers the elven and dwarvish backgrounds as well. And some of the more lesser known, like the Quinari as well, are also covered within this book. The backgrounds give you a few features. Let's look at this walking sea raider, for instance. So the Walking Sea Raider would give you a 1 to your strength. It would give you a focus of constitution or dexterity. You get to speak the language. You get to choose a class. You can only be rogue or warrior if you're taking this background. In addition to that, you also roll twice on this chart, and those results would also give you additional backgrounds or additional attributes and or focuses. Now this is all just through one aspect of character creation, which is backgrounds. You're also adding in the character class, like the game that we played, Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, or Inquisition. There's 3 classes: Mage, Rogue, and Warrior. If we look at level progression, you see that periodically at level 2, for instance, you get a new focus. At level 3, you get a talent. At level 6, you get a specialization. This talents, specializations, are where you differentiate one warrior from another, and you can specialize your character. Looking at the book, the art is very consistent. Most of it is, a lot of it, I should say, is recycled from the box sets, but not all. There's some original art in there as well, from my understanding. You can see that the layout is very clear to read. The font is large size, and with the colored boxes, it's easy to see headers, and the layout is very consistent throughout the entire book. Now, as I skim through a little bit, you can get a sense of the fullness of this product. Everything you need to play this game can be found within this big, beautiful book. Should also scan down here, and we can look at the binding. You can see that not only is it well glued, it is also stitched. In addition to the book as well, and the beautiful maps that you can find on either of the inside covers. In addition to this, when you buy this core rulebook, you also get a map-size map. You can get a poster-sized map that's dual-sided, one of the whole continent of Thetis, and the other a zoomed-in look at Ferelden. It's also glossy and quite nice to behold. Now, the game rules are simple, and with the stunt system, there's room for some really heroic, over-the-top actions that a player character can take on any given turn. Now, these stunts are not only focused in combat, but also in social interactions and other types of skill challenges as well. There we go. So we look at, just as I was saying, there's plot stunts and other different types of stunts. Now, if you were to buy one of the add-on products, the GM screen for this game, it comes with some really nice handouts with different stunt lists on them that the characters can use. But the characters are not only beholden to those pre-written stunts. They can also create their own, as long as they follow the general understanding of how much you can do for any value of a stunt point. So working alongside your GM, I imagine players can really specialize their characters and create some cool stunts that only they would do. So here we look at a big breakdown, 5 and 6 pages for each of the different nations, dealing with the people, the geography, the history, the storylines. All of this is found in this section of the book that really fleshes out the setting. Now, one of the big appeals for me with Dragon Age is the setting, is dark fantasy. There's a lot of intrigue between the nations. There's also the concepts of corruption. In this situation, it deals with blight. There's also the political intrigue and unrest between the religious groups, the Templars and the mages. In addition to that as well, you have the dwarven nobles and the interactions within their houses and the caste systems therein. The elves are also persecuted and kept on their heel by the humans, to have that social intrigue to play out. So the interactions between the character classes and races are very interesting to me. So I'm going to skim through. As you can see, like I said, the art is very well done and consistent. You can see those colored boxes throughout. Everything is finely crafted in this book. Now, I'd seen a couple flip-throughs and or discussions of this game, and I am a sucker for big, beautiful books that are all-inclusive, so it was one of the reasons why I got this instead of Fantasy Age, which is, like I said, the generic version of this Age system. I love Dragon Age as a setting, and I love big, beautiful books, so that's why I went with this one. So if anyone's interested in the Age system and is a fan of Dragon Age, I would say go ahead and pick this up. It is very, very reasonably priced compared to some of the books of similar size out there. For instance, me being in Canada here, this one was listed for $55. So that's 430 pages. All you would need to get into Age, and more specifically to get into Dragon Age. So yeah, fine product. I would encourage anyone that's interested to pick it up. It's a big, beautiful book, and yeah, you get a lot for your money. I hope to be running this soon, and if you're interested, you can check out how the system works and play. It's rules light, I would say, but at the same time, it has some elements that make it interesting as well. The stunt mechanism might not be for everyone, but I'm willing to give it a try, and I look forward to getting this played both at my face-to-face and online. Cheers, thanks for watching.
Here, let's go back.
Loud.